All right, this is a blessing. I got this a long time that I can just talk to the camera for however long I want. It is not that late, 4:30, I guess. Hey Siri. Oh, it's in my pocket. All right, so hey Siri. All right, 4:50, 4:45. See that? Yeah. I was listening to this podcast, Practical Stoicism. Yeah. I enjoyed this episode. Stoics might not really exist, and let me see the rest of the title. Stoics might not really exist, but Procopton must. I don't know what's that mean, but it's good. It's good, man. Just a minute. I feel like sneezing. Oh, come on. Okay. I lost it. It's all good. So my grandparents and cousin just went upstairs. We are already here at my uncle's home. We're gonna have dinner together again. Last time we had dinner here as well. And my brother cousin won't be at home today. He's at a high school reunion. And my parents will join us later. They are in Zhonglu visiting my grandparents and uncle and aunt. They went there because they're helping my aunt to set up a bank account or something like that. It's not for the purpose of visiting my grandparents. Okay, so let me just express myself more. I read the book Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender this morning at the KFC. I didn't record myself reading the book. Instead, I just allowed myself to read the book wholeheartedly, you know. I was not the only customer, but I was sitting in the corner and I was very focused and driven. I loved just going back and forth and trying to memorize what I read. But my mind is used to run away from difficult tasks such as sharing what I read from books. There are multiple reasons. One of them was the lack of comprehension. I always had this illusion that I understood the material really well, including podcasts, books, videos. When I was listening or watching or reading or just consuming them, I felt like I have understood everything. But if you pause that and ask me what I just learned, what I just read, what I just heard, what I just understood, my mind would just kind of become blank. It's like as soon as I pause the video or podcast or close the books, the gate to the information were shut off, and I don't have access to that information anymore. I lost the key. And from my honest understanding, I think the key is confidence, self-belief, whatever you call it. That distrust to my ability has blocked the access. And another reason was the laziness and the fear. The laziness of doing hard things and the fear of facing my inadequacy, the fear of self-doubting, the fear of self-judgment. I'm trying to understand this and create a new mental structure to help myself to deal with this kind of situations. If I can just build a system to help me to just quickly express what I just learned freely, I can do them more as practices. It's like going to the gym. I had laziness, I had fear, I had self-doubt, I had chaotic, distracting thoughts. But I have developed a system which helped me to start working out without dealing with whatever was trying to block the energy and motivation to work out. I have the desire to share and reflect just like I had the desire to train and work out and grow muscles. Hey, speaking, I just see it nothing different than workout now. And I often just can imagine those great speakers who can articulate well. They had worked out their articulation muscles somewhere in their brain, the part of brain that controls their language ability were much stronger and flexible and resilient compared to normal people who don't speak well. Self-doubt is not effective. Instead, I should just face my inadequacy and use it as motivation and inspiration. I am doing the workout right now. It is difficult. I want to quit anytime. Listening to podcasts or reading books are comparatively easier because I don't have to use that part of muscle. It's more like watching people to work out and not working out yourself, not lifting the weight yourself, but just looking at someone lifting all these weights and feeling pain, at least from what people see. You know, everybody was having a okay, I forgot the word. That's all right. I thought about something else. The ability to retain a thought in mind when we speak, when we make a speech, is what makes a speech great. The ability to retain that thought, you know what I mean? Like, you say something, you make a point, right? Let's say practice makes perfect. That's a point. That's a statement. But saying that plainly is not gonna make you convincing. Your audience would not really get the picture. So you just develop that. You picture more details. Practice is to repeat the behavior, the action, the motion. So you become more familiar with the behavior, action, and your craft will be improved. After some practice, you have a better idea of what's better. You have a better idea what's better. You know what's good. But if you don't do it yourself, then you don't really understand how good you are and what you can improve at the current stage. So you practice. The next time you practice, you can learn that maybe this part I can do it differently, either faster or shorter or different style. You learn from your work what to improve. Am I thinking too much? I'm not sure. I'm just following my gut. This is the right thing to do. I had this strong desire to practice speaking. You know, I live in China and I live in a very small city. I don't see anyone who speaks English. I'd say this is a disadvantage of me. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to use it as my excuse of not practicing. It's not going to help me. It's too costly. It's difficult. What else can I do? Just tell myself, don't get frustrated. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Encourage yourself. You are doing your best with what you have at the moment. If I'm talking to a native speaker right now, I'd be able to articulate myself better. I can imagine that. It happens when I run, work out, read, do anything. When somebody is present, my performance will be improved dramatically. My potential will be laid out. How do you feel about this video so far? I'm just curious. I'm curious of how would I feel some years later when I see this video. This is my journey. This is how I improve. This is how I practiced. I'd feel really proud of myself. Anyway, I'm trying to motivate people. I felt great today. I was very motivated. I had a really solid leg workout by myself. Without listening to anything, I was just there, present, in the gym, doing my workout. I was so motivated. Hold up, my grandma is calling me. And I was so motivated earlier when I was reading books. I was reading out loud at my uncle's home, and I just got really hyped up when I was reading. I just believe by simply reading them, my speaking ability will improve. I'm willing to do the work, and I enjoy doing the work. But still, I sometimes question if I'm spending the time wisely, if I'm being smart with my effort. Is there a better way to improve my speaking ability? And I had to tell myself, what do I learn from eating every day? What do I learn from sleeping every day? I spend so much time on them, yet I don't seem to learn much. And I still do them daily, right? So should I just really have this concern at all? Yes, indeed, I was reading, but not really a lot, compared to how much time I spent on my phone. On average, last week I spent almost 2 hours, which is a lot less compared to the week before. See, weekly, last week it was like 1 hour and 47 minutes. And last week it was 2 hours and 22 minutes. And the week before that, I spent on average 4 hours and 38 minutes. Can you imagine that? If I spent 4 hours a day just reading books, how much I would learn? Can I actually do that? Can I do that? I am serious about learning I want to improve myself. I want to be better. I got all this freedom to plan my day. Can I wake up and manage my time better? Can I read more books? Can I record more videos? Can I write more journals? Can I work out more seriously? Can I eat better? Can I express my authentic love to my family more? Can I sleep better? All these questions. I think it's important to pause in life often and ask ourselves those questions. We have all these choices every day. Starting from the first thing in the day, what time do you wake up? That's a choice. That's a choice. How productive you are depends on how conscious of your behavior and how smart with planning and how effective you can be with your work. Man, it's good to talk. It's good to express myself. It lifts off some pressure. I enjoy this. I enjoy reflecting and talking to myself, helping myself to make small changes and live my life with more clarity and consciousness. So then there's so many phrases that I need to learn to express my ideas. That's how I developed this frantic hobby for reading books. Where else can I learn? Reading books is the best way. The answers are all there, the examples are all there. If I take the time to study them and imitate them, I can be like them. I got this. I got this. I can do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going upstairs, taking a break, reading more books, of course. I don't have to learn anything. I don't have to improve at all. Just like watching TV, it is just a leisure activity. Why not? Why not? All right. Thanks for being here. See you later.